The Debt Management Office will conduct a 159 billion naira Treasury Bills Auction today. Traders at Access Bank say that they expect a more cautious market activity today due to the auction. And I have Odinaka Linus-Nwokonkwo, a fixed income dealer at Access Bank. He joins me now for a midweek update on the markets. Thank you so much for your time today. Yes, we have that big primary market option coming up today. I'd like to get what your thoughts are and your expectations for today.
Okay, hi. What I feel is a market today opened on a calm note. The DMO is offering about 159 billion in the NTB auction. What we saw last time, which was last week, was rates increased by 150 basis points on the shorter end to close at 5, and 85 basis points on the medium to close at 5.85, and 150 basis points on the long end to close at 10. But what we're going to see this week is a bit of a calm. I think rates will kind of taper lower, considering where the secondary market is being trading. It's trading around the 8.8% handle at the 7th September and the August automobiles.
Yeah, in terms of expectations for the market this week, you're also expecting the inflation numbers to also trickle in at some point, and I'm trying to imagine how the market has priced that in and what your expectations are as well.
Yeah, so inflation will be released tomorrow. So I expect inflation rate to go up at least a little bit sub 20, maybe 25 basis points up. So considering that, I believe investors' appetite for current yields will be kind of weak. Looking at where bond yields are trading, the highest bond yield is trading at 13.8. That's over 580 basis points negative real interest return.
All right, quite a lot playing out, but in terms of liquidity, I understand that we're expecting about 35 billion over maturities to come in as well as some coupon payments as well. And how's this playing out for liquidity, and what's your expectation going into the rest of the month?
Yeah, can you repeat that, please?
Your expectations for liquidity for the rest of this week and more or less looking forward into the rest of the month as well.
Oh, okay, in terms of market liquidity, there is a 51 billion coming in today on the 2024 bond. However, we also have a retail auction on Friday, which would take that out. There's also an MTN commercial paper, which is being funded for today, and there's an NTB auction today, which at a minimum, 159 billion should be borrowed by the DMO. So liquidity this week is not looking good enough. Also on Monday, there's a bond auction, which the debate will come in on Wednesday. So at least for the next 1 week, we are seeing bearish.
Yeah, because looking at those inflation figures that we're expecting today, it's more or less going to foreshadow how the MPC will be looking when they meet later this month. And I'm also trying to get your thoughts on what we're seeing, what we can expect playing out, bearing in mind what we also just saw play out from the U.S. with the inflation numbers.
Looking at what is happening in the U.S., yesterday the U.S. CPI closed at 8.3. That's above market sentiment, which was at around 8.1. So Fed obviously is looking at more tightening, and we can see that this inflation is coming from the quantitative easing, which they did at the back of COVID, also exacerbated by the Russian-Ukraine war. So in terms of what is happening in the U.S. market, in our local market, you might not really see a bit of impact, but in terms of the emerging market Euro bonds, we are seeing sell-offs. At least on Monday, what we saw was the 2025 Euro bond paper, Nigerian paper, was trading at single digit, but today we are seeing it already around the 10.75% on the bid. So it's a bearish sentiment across the emerging market. Also, you could see what is happening on the Ghana space. The long end is continue to trade above the 20% handle. So U.S. inflation is obviously affecting our Euro bond market.